But one of the advantages you have, you were mentioning to me, and which is the reason you started Reiwa Pharmaceuticals, is there's no real competition, right? At the moment, nobody else is producing this.
That's right, yeah. And I think a lot of that is because it's such a difficult product to make. As I described how hard it was to even make it drinkable or to make it, to get those ingredients together. And yeah, the products we released so far have 5 active ingredients, and there's even more we could put in potentially. And so it's not an easy product to make, and I think that has dissuaded a lot of companies from even attempting it, or especially making it as a drink. And I think I'm not 100% sure about this, but I believe we're the only functional beverage in Japan with natural juice in it. Like they're all using artificial flavoring, whereas we actually put natural juice to make it drinkable, which was, I guess you could call that an innovation. But I was just so shocked that there was no anti-flush product in Japan, whereas in the U.S. there's basically 3 popular products that Asian American people are using on a regular basis, even though those 3 products cannot be sold in Japan because they don't fit in the medical regulations. So it's totally a new product category we're introducing in Japan. And I've got pretty big ambitions for it. I mean, and I think it's a simple goal, right? There's 42% of people are having these terrible side effects. They should be able to have an affordable, convenient solution, just like any type of hangover product for normal drinkers. 5 years from now, we see some type of anti-flush product, whether it's the one we've made already or a different form or slightly different branding. We see this in every convenience store, every drugstore in Japan, just so that any person on their way to the party, they know they're going to be drinking. They don't want to have these bad side effects, the headaches, whatever, the drowsiness. They just pick up one bottle for 400 or 500 yen, drink it, and go on their way. I mean, it's a simple message, right?
I'll
it's
be
really
looking
easy.
out for when I see Akan in the next in the coming.
The tears will just come out of my eyes as soon as I see that. So.
That's a plan now for Reiwa Pharmaceuticals. Develop this drink further and kind of build it up until the point it's like a national beverage available everywhere and not necessarily mostly through online sales.
Absolutely. Yeah. The key to this product is the drugstores and the convenience stores. They've got this refrigerator for these types of products already ready, and our consumers all say it. That's where they're looking. They want to go there and buy one bottle on the way to the party. And it's okay. With some people do want to buy online, a few people, but I think the real key is getting in the drugstores and the convenience stores. And that's kind of where we're at right now. We've just produced our second product, and we've been meeting with the wholesalers, the retailers, with the goal of launching in a few drugstores in Tokyo within this year. So
are there any specific, because a lot of the convenience stores are franchised, right? How can you contact one convenience store owner? Do you need to contact Family Mart or 7-Eleven to get approval to be nationwide? What's the process to get into those?
Yeah, so for now, we're not really targeting convenience stores. And so anyone will tell you, like, convenience stores are, depending on the chain, are on either a monthly or 3-month schedule, meaning that any new product basically has 1 month or 3 months to prove itself. And at our current stage, that would be a disaster. we wouldn't be able to even supply enough to make a serious convenience store push. But the way you would do it, and the way we'll do it in 2 years, is basically going through Family Mart or 7-Eleven headquarters. You get in touch with the new product developers and buyers, usually through an introduction. We've actually already met with a couple of them, and the first product just wasn't quite ready enough to gain some traction in that space. But I've got pretty high hopes for our upcoming products, and But really the way you would want to grow a product like this is not by rushing into the convenience store. This is just asking for failure. The real way is starting with very targeted sales at, our product is for drinking parties and group events and stuff. You want to be in the drugstores, in the hot spots, such in Namba, in Shinsaibashi. If you got maybe 10 drugstores to have your product available there, then you use your social media to put those locations out to your customers. Then you'll start seeing the sales generating on a much more specific location basis. And then you can slowly build that into a bigger and bigger rollout with those drugstore partners that you develop. And so you can either do that directly with the drugstores, which is not that easy actually, or you can do it through distributors, right? Wholesalers, which is a big industry in Japan. So basically, we meet with these wholesale food and beverage and medical wholesalers on a fairly regular basis to introduce the products, and then they help us with their network of drugstores that they're already working with.
Seems like you have your work cut out for you for the next few months.
Oh man, we've got a lot going on.
You started Reiwa Pharmaceutical at the end of 2019.
Yeah.
After 2 years of pre-planning and then the product development, and now you launched. Looking back at all your experience and all the challenges you went through, is there something you'd be doing different, where you were like, if I knew what I know now, I would have just gone a different path to say?
I would say one of the mistakes that I made was trying to do too much myself, I would say. Because a lot of startups are not done by a solo founder, even though I just never really met that person that could be a great co-founder with me. But I would have loved to have at least one or even two co-founders that were bringing something to the table and helping motivate each other on the path. And I think that would have added a lot to the company. I did do it. It's been a one-man show for the first 3.5 years of the company, and which has allowed me to make a lot of decisions quickly. But it would have been great to have a partner or two along the way, is what I'd say.